Hi, and welcome to Willey Farms, located on Route 13, just 4 miles north, or I should say south of Odessa, just right there in Towns End, really, if you want to look at it.
It's right outside of Towns End. It's very convenient. If you're on Route 1, you just get off in Odessa or you get off in Smyrna. Whichever way you're going, it's real easy to get to.
Yeah, and when you're coming down here, you'll want to get to this place because it doesn't get any better than Willey Farms. And when I say that, produce, herbs, plants, anything and everything when you talk about gardening.
Absolutely right. And if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that, also inside, because I got to tell everybody, one of the best produce stands. It's a full grocery store. It truly is, Donna.
It is, and it's all fresh, and we love to support the local farmers, so there's lots of local produce and fruit.
Yeah, when you're talking about that, this time of the year, it's starting to come in. We were just looking at some earlier. My God, it's already stocked. I can't believe the herbs that are already up and things. I mean, there's just so many things happening right now.
And you have to come more than once a week because there's always something new. There's new arrivals every day.
Yeah, when you're talking about that, let me remind you once again, it's Willey Farms. It's located on Route 13 in between Odessa and Smyrna. So if you're on Route 1, you can jump off on that Odessa exit, get on Route 13. And it took us, like, once we got off, it's like 30 seconds to get down here, it seemed like. And then 30 seconds up the road, you're getting back on Route 1. So coming or going from the beach, what a great place to stop, to stock up on the way to the beach, stock up on the way home. But right now, if you're looking to plant flowers in your yard, you're going to get an education day. We're going to do some things. What are we going to do?
That's what's so great about Willey Farms, because the staff here, if you have a question, they probably have the answer.
Yeah, and we're going to find out some of those answers today. I think you got some plans for us. We're going to learn how to pot a plant. I know that, which I need some help on.
Right, container gardening, and also something that's really big right now, which is smoothies.
Yeah, because I forget about the produce and what you can do, and we're going to add some vegetables, I understand, into those smoothies to make it even more nutrition for you.
Very healthy smoothies. That's what we got for you today.
Yeah, and we got a lot of things going on, and plus we're going to do some butter or something. She's going to explain it all to me. If you want to stay with us, don't go anywhere. We're headed inside to get the show started. This is, once again, Willey Farms. This is our first segment that we're going to do, Donna. I'm so excited because a lot of people talk about juicing and stuff, but what is juicing, you know?
Well, there's juicing and then there's smoothies. Juice is literally just the juice of the vegetable or the fruit, and then what we're going to do today is smoothies, and that uses the whole food. Some people can't have all of that fiber, so they do the juicing. The other people that just want all of the nutrients, they do the smoothing. And we're going to do the smoothies today. We're going to make you really healthy.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there, I'm looking at all this, and I'm thinking I would never guess some of the ingredients that goes into a smoothie, but the flavor that comes out at the end is just unbelievable to people.
And the good thing is that you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can use your favorite fruits or vegetables, and of course, kale, it's a superfood. And you can put kale in these smoothies, and you don't feel like you're drinking a kale smoothie. You feel like you're drinking a banana, strawberry, mango, whatever smoothie with a little bit of extra. But you're
getting a lot more vitamins and stuff.
Extra nutrients, yeah, and it doesn't add that many calories either. A whole cupful of kale, which is a lot of kale, only like 36 calories.
Yeah, so you're going to a good breakfast, a good way to start today right here.
Oh, it's perfect. If you need some kind of an energy boost or just you need some extra nutrients, this is the way to go.
Wait, what are we going to do first here?
Well, today we're going to do a strawberry mango kale smoothie.
Strawberry mango kale smoothie. And I want to remind everybody, all the produce that we're going to be dealing with, you can get right here at Willey Farms. That's what we're going to try to show you when you're shopping. Some of the things you can look at it's doing and look and buy. Hey, if you got a blender at home, and everybody got a blender, they don't know what to do with them, but now we're going to tell them what to do with this blender, because I've got one sitting on my counter. I think I turned on to crush ice once. So
you need to use it more. Get healthy with these smoothies. Yeah, whatever you see here, and again, like I said, whatever your favorites are, you can use. We're going to use strawberry, mango, and kale, and some other little ingredients, but you can use whatever you want to. So I guess we better get started.
Yeah, you can get started, because you're going to take it, and I'll let you walk it through, because the first thing we're going to do is add the strawberries.
We're going to add the strawberries, and this thing just blends it all up, smooths it all up. So we're going to put some strawberries. You think that's enough?
I like strawberries.
Okay, we'll put a couple more.
I want to kill the taste of the kale. No, I like kale because kale, you know, well, I didn't realize I got to talk to Chris, our farmer here at Willey Farms, and right. I was like, you know, is that a lettuce or broccoli? It's more of a broccoli family, you know.
Well, you'll have to talk to Chris about that. I just know that's kale.
Yeah. So he told me it's kind of more of a, but it's you know, it's very good for you though. That's the nice thing about it.
It's excellent for you. Yeah, I've got a whole list of the vitamins that there's like 8 or 10 vitamins just in the kale alone.
Yeah, I want to show something too, because you're pulling out mangoes, and you're pulling out mangoes in a bag, but you got mangoes here that you can cut up yourself. You don't have to go with this way.
No.
This showing you the different things, and both these available right here too.
Absolutely, and these are frozen, and the recipe is calling for frozen, and that's just to when you do the smoothie that it makes it nice and icy and slushy.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Do a regular mango just right off of the shelf.
yeah. So let's go and pour that in there.
We're going to put some frozen mango in there. I think that's good enough. Then we've got some kale.
Now we're going to have to put about a cup full of kale in there. So is what you were saying. Yeah. Do you know which kale you want? You looking for a particular one there, or you looking for a lot? Is that what you're doing?
Okay, we're going to put the kale in there.
Now I was watching somebody eat it raw here just a minute ago, so I guess it's it's something you can eat raw.
You can eat it raw. We've got a little bit of half of an avocado. There we go.
Well, you're putting quite a bit in there.
Oh, well, this is a good machine. It'll do. You do a splash of orange juice.
This seems pretty simple, you know, as far as ingredients.
Anybody can do this, and again, you're just using your favorites.
And we didn't open anything up this morning.
We forgot to open up.
Well, this shows you how easy, when you buy it first time, this just shows you how easy it is to do it. So.
Right. And you just squeeze in some honey, a little bit of honey, make it kind of sweet.
Now, I see strawberries, I see honey. I'm trying to figure out exactly how this is nutritional for me, but I guess the kale kills all that. I don't know, but it's the flavor, and that's what you're going for with all the other things. And then you just control the speed. That's what I like about this. And just
there we go, and you just kind of smush everything down there. Speed it up.
This is literally looking good. You know, everything's blending together really well. Super speed.
Yeah, turbo boost. There we go. Get it all smushed up together.
I guess what always killed me about these kind of smoothies is because they turn green, and that you say to yourself, I don't know if I want a green drink, but with what I saw you mixed in there, I'm excited about tasting this. This will be my first healthy smoothie. I've had smoothies, but anywhere too healthy. So this is going to be my first healthy smoothie.
Okay.
Do I need a straw, or do I just drink this?
Probably could have put a little bit more orange juice in there, I think, to make it a little bit more liquidy. But it's
okay. Well, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
It's all.
That is really, really super good.
See that? You've got the mango and the strawberry, and like I said, we've got another one we can do if we have time for it.
So well, let's give them an idea what they can do. We don't necessarily have to do it. Let's just talk about it.
We've got this. It's called the Healthy Green Coconut Smoothie. So if you're a coconut fan, you would love to do this. This is where you use the bananas. Now this one has spinach in it, which also has a lot of good nutrients. See, he likes it. He's taking some more. Then you can put in a cup of milk. Actually, we prefer to put in like almond milk, which is good, or you can do soy if you have to have soy. Then you put in a little dash of cinnamon, some vanilla, and the coconut oil, and you've got a healthy green coconut smoothie.
Yeah, now everybody's familiar with the Farm King, so I think this is what they drink. I'm going to start taking my shirt off and everything.
Yeah, the muscles are going to be coming out right away.
Ripping up. This is really good.
Good.
I really.
I guess I better have a taste then.
Yeah, you have a taste. I'm going to remind everybody once again, we're at Willey Farms. I'm telling you, they got anything and everything when it comes to produce, vegetables, and all that. You can make all your smoothies you want. Got a lot of recipes, and if you want some of the recipes, all you have to do is stop and ask somebody. They'll be more than happy to show you. Because you got, I guess there's like 20 or 30 different smoothie recipes, and we just picked a couple of them today we want to showcase.
That is good.
No, it is very good.
You can really taste the strawberry. It's very good. Yes, we do have quite a number of recipes, and I will have them up on the website.
Which is?
www.willeyfarms.com. de.com.
And we're also going to show you how to grow your own stuff too, so planter boxes and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yes, we're going to go into some container gardening, flowers and herbs.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. How do you grow that? So we're going to take a step back to the back, show you some of that, and I'm going to finish up my great smoothie. Cheers.
Cheers.
When I come into Willey Farms, this is my favorite part. This is where I get my education because I have no green thumb. And Kathy, you've helped me so much over the years with different things and stuff. Today we're going to show people, different things you can do with pots.
Right. There's different ways you can do planters. I'm going to do a sun planter that you're obviously going to put into the sun, and Gretchen's going to do a shade planter. So the first thing you want to do is figure out where you want to put that planter and what kind of lighting you get. And then you can
that depends on what kind of flowers you're going to put in there, and that's where I always get confused. And then the proper watering of the flowers and everything else. And you'll find most of you guys have tags in them, kind of explaining that. But if you don't know what it is, don't hesitate, because these two young ladies are always around. They'll give you guidance, right?
Absolutely. We can help you with all the questions except for how much sun you're getting in your yard. So you just need to know that information and come in and we'll give you a hand.
Now, I like what you just started this with. This is called what?
This is a red fountain grass. It's going to probably get about 3 feet tall, and it's going to be the center to our pot.
Yeah, and then when you talk about it, comes out and gets some nice blooming things on it and all. So.
Yeah, so we're just going to add a few things here.
Now these are annuals, correct?
These are all annuals. We're going to get that bloom from the flower all summer long, and like they said on the tag, it's going to tell you sun or shade. And
that's the most important part. Now, as far as if it's going to be more in the sun, a lot more watering.
A lot more watering, but I'm also going to use a soil that has moisture control in it, and it's going to have little beads that gel up and kind of retain a little bit of water in there for you, so you don't have to get to watering it as much.
Yeah, well, that's smart. I was wondering what those beads were. I thought it was fertilizer or something. Now you're going to do something completely different, because you're going to come into the shade part of it.
We do. I've got a shade selection, and then some of them are part sun as well.
Yeah, so we're going to get a good education, because we're going to find out the different plants that you can do. But let me say this: if you look around here at Willey Farms, you're going to see all these planter boxes and a lot of plants down here. The nice thing is, a lot of it's grown and done right here at Willey Farms. I mean, that's a nice. I mean, I know Kathy works. So don't even talk about the hanging planters, because you get off on a tangent on that, and we're done, right?
Yeah, we could talk for days. We really could.
Yeah, because you can do this. You can take a planter box and do the same thing that you're doing here on it. Yeah.
Absolutely can. This basket back here, I didn't have anything in it this morning. So I took a basket out of a plastic pot and just put it in the new angel hair pot that we have, and voila, it was done.
I'm just blown away, because I'm sitting here and I turn to talk to her and I turn back around, and you have made this absolutely beautiful in a matter of no time at all. What kind of flowers are we sticking in here just to give it?
I have petunias in here for sun. I have some nemesia here that's going to give some height, and don't worry, this grass is going to outgrow that.
It'll all come through there.
It'll all come through.
Now,
I kind of have some purple here I can go with. It's really going to bring out the colors in my petunia here. Or I can switch it out, and put a little bit of lime in there and make it a little bit brighter.
This as it grows, it will fill out this pot and come up high.
It's going to fill out. The petunias are going to fill out up and out. These are just going to go straight up, and then depending on whether I put the secretia in there or the lime, then
I got a pot about just a little bit bigger than that at home, so go ahead and load me up with those flowers, so I know what to do with that one. But I got some shaded areas too. That's where I want to get to Gretchen over here. Now tell me what we're going to do here, Gretchen. What do you got going on?
We've got some shade and part sun plants in here, and one thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing a container garden, you can go tighter in a container garden than you would in your yard, because you just want it full and almost like a flower arrangement as much as a container. Usually you want to have something that's called a thriller, a filler, and a spiller.
Thriller, filler, and spiller.
Thriller, filler, and a spiller.
That makes sense to me, yeah.
Your thriller is going to be like Kathy had the grass in the middle. It's going to be your really showy, biggest plant, either by color or texture or size. It's going to kind of be the thing that really anchors in. Then you've got a filler. A filler is going to be the thing that fills in the space between something that's going to spill down and your big thriller. So I've got in this one, this is called a fiber optic grass.
I love that, because when I looked at that, that's what I didn't have to even tell me what it was, because I'm thinking those look like little fiber optics.
And this guy can go to part sun to shade, and he's going to be my filler. I also have polka dot plant over here, which is also going to be a filler plant. Again, not spilling over, but kind of fluffing in the middle.
Just filling it up. Just filling up the pot.
Yeah. I've got some color here with some flowers. If you'll notice, most of my plants don't have flowers. That's the only one that has a flower, is this begonia right here. And I love begonias, and I'm so glad I'm making the shade container because I love coleus. That's one of my very favorite plants. This is my spiller. This is Goldilocks. It's also called Creeping Jenny. Next year, this pot is probably going to have this still coming back. All of mine came back in my containers last year. It'll even spill onto the ground and maybe become a perennial for you. I did want to show you that with these colors, we've got kind of like a warm vibe going on here. With just a few changes, we're going to turn this into a cooler looking pot.
Yeah, and as you're making the changes, I want to just talk about, because this is something that somebody can do outside, inside, because it's not direct sunlight.
Yeah, this is sun to part sun. Sun is usually 6 hours of sun or more. We're talking direct on the plant sun, not filtered, not dappled sun. Shade is going to be less than 6 hours. Part shade is going to be probably about 4, and shade is going to be maybe like 2 hours, like early morning.
Yeah, because I was thinking this is something you could put on in a sunroom, on a porch.
Actually, this container you could. Coleus does beautifully as a houseplant, and so does begonias. Now, don't be afraid when I take this apart, because I'm just faking you guys out. Kathy's working with real dirt and doing the real work. I'm playing.
You're not getting your hands dirty today, yeah.
Well, I get my hands dirty, but
yeah.
not today.
Yeah, not today. So
we're going to take the begonia out, and we're going to move this ageratum.
Now, what is that?
This is ageratum or ageratum. It's another one of my favorites. It's a really cool blue. You don't really get a lot of pretty blues in plants. Usually they tend to be more purple. That's a true blue. So we're taking the begonia away. We're going to move this coleus.
Oh, I like that coming. I like that one.
Isn't that a pretty color? This is called Sedona. And it really plays really, really nicely. This is called a redhead, and this is called Sedona, and they look really pretty together. And we're going to take away our polka dots.
No, those are polka dots?
Polka dot plant, yeah. It's called confetti, and you can kind of see it has kind of like dappled leaves to it. Very, very pretty.
I like the red. I like what you. Yeah, I like what you're doing.
We're going to move our fiber optic grass over, and then we're going to pop in this plant, which is called Diamond Frost Euphorbia, and he's going to become our filler instead of.
So it's gonna take off. But I love what you got it, because this is toward the back, I guess, or you can turn it in front, whatever you want.
He's going to be about 18 to 24 inches, so he's going to be about like that. He's also going to pop out the back of the plant. This is going to be a little smaller, very short, very short. He's going to spill over.
So you put this at the back, and all this is going to show forward.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep.
Now you have these already pre-made for people.
We have a lot of ideas for people.
I was going to say, because I was thinking easy way here. This is pre-made. I can take it with me. That's what I'm thinking.
We can do that. We can do that for you.
Because I like this, but I like what she did there. You've got this looking absolutely great. I told you it was colored what I had in my house. Nice job with that.
The last thing we do is put in a little slow release fertilizer, and this will keep it going for the summer. And
it's real quick, Gretchen. We got different watering devices here.
We do. A lot of times watering is a question that people have. We've got different things that are sensors that will light up and tell you when the plant is, or the soil is dry, therefore the plant might want some water, depending on your plant. We also have these guys. A lot of times in containers, you have to go away, or in the heat of the day you're not there. This is a little guy that, let me put him this way so you can read it right, but this has a ceramic end, and this end you put on a 2-liter bottle, and you fill the bottle with water, and it slowly releases water throughout the day for your plant.
That's what I need, is these things right here, because I always mess that watering up. But the best way to do is get with the people down here, find it all out and everything else. Well, next we got to go grow some herbs.
You're going to go talk to Susan, and she's going to talk
about what did you do there?
Herbs. This is another container. This has got herbs in it. This you can have right at your back door on your porch. You can put them in the ground, of course. But it's good.
But I can cook with those.
This is all culinary herbs. We've got a couple different containers here, and a lot of these are perennials that, as it got bigger for your planter, you could put it out in the yard or just let it take over.
Well, we've been talking about herb gardening in containers, and now we're going to actually do something with these herbs. And with me, I have Gretchen Willey, and she's going to identify some of these herbs that you can grow in these containers. And then we're going to have Chef Tim, who apparently cannot even boil water. He burns it. We're going to actually have him do the compound butter that we're doing today. So, Gretchen, what do we have on the table here?
Well, earlier we were talking about growing herbs in containers. All of these are culinary herbs that we're using. Culinary meaning you eat it, obviously. So what we're working with today for the butter is going to be a mixture of thyme. This one is a little lime thyme that's in this container. You can also use English thyme, which we have over in the bunches over there. We've got, what was the other thing she said?
Chives and parsley.
Chives and parsley. Parsley. Oh, there you go. There's your chives. And then here's some parsley, and there's some parsley. Very good. Very good.
And this apparently was, these herbs were pulled out of Sarah Willey's yard just this morning.
Yes. This is, you've got a lot of perennial herbs here. This here is a mint. You've got some sage. You've got some rosemary, one of my very, very favorites. You've got some oregano. And then parsley is a biannual. You get 2 years out of it. So you get this year when you plant it, and it comes back next year. So this would have been last year's parsley.
Okay. All right, Tim, you're doing a great job.
I got
but
this needed now. What do I do now?
Well, yeah, you need to mix
Start putting some of this
mix some of the herbs. That's it, and knead it some more. Very good.
This is fun. I can do that.
It's like when you were in grade school and you were playing with the Play-Doh.
And this paste you can eat.
Yeah, and once we get this done, this is something that is used with the cooking, and they use it in a lot of different things. You can put like a little dollop of it on top of a steak. You can use it as a marinade, or you can put it underneath the skin of chicken or turkey to make it more moist. And
it's kind of a spice, I guess, that you're making up here. A cooking spice, really.
Right. Okay. And then probably if you put some of that garlic in there, that would work out good. Oh, boy. Now, you're really going to have to knead that around so that nobody gets a big hunk of garlic when they're eating their steak.
Yeah, actually on steak, it's wonderful. Wonderful. I don't even mind it on a toasted Thomas's muffin.
Oh, now that sounds good.
I mean, it can be the most simple thing, or you can make, something fancy even fancier.
And this is something that everybody can do. I mean, we're having Tim do this right now, but it does smell so good.
Well, the thing I'm looking at, Donna, I'm sitting here thinking now, because, talking to your chef who's very busy, or otherwise she'd be out here doing this. It's lunchtime. But it's something you can throw in the refrigerator that after you finish it up, you kind of wrap it up, put it in plastic, and put it in the refrigerator. And you could, I guess, when you go to cook, I can say, okay, I'll take this slice here and throw it, kind of deal. And then it just, she said you should always have these particular spices in your kitchen no matter what.
So if you roll that up, and if we can put it.
Mine's not going to be as pretty as hers, but
if you roll that up in the cellophane, because you've been working with it, so it's very, very soft at this point, which is why you would put it in the cellophane and roll it up, and then put it in your refrigerator or your freezer. You could put it in the freezer if you wanted to as well. And I believe it will stay good for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Reggie's
2
so
weeks.
Afraid I'm not doing this right. So
I'm not. I have complete faith in you.
She keeps reaching in and grab hold of. Yeah, you got the plastic right now. Now, my problem is she has no butter. Of course, I didn't do this right because I got butter all over my hands. I rolled it. But if you take that off and just roll it up like you're supposed to, because we don't have a whole lot of time here. Right. But I can see where. Now, hers has got a lot more spices. I should have put the rest of that in.
Well, also, once you have your shape, you could also just put more down on your cutting board and roll that log.
Okay.
Don't take it apart. Don't take it apart. But just to show that you could.
I got it in plastic.
You do. Leave it in plastic. Leave it in plastic. But you could put it on your cutting board and then roll that completed log one last time through the herbs.
And I always see the different chefs and everything cooking with different and adding herbs as they do it. What a fantastic way to have it already prepared, especially people working today, coming home from work, got to fix a steak, cut a piece of that, throw it in, you're good. Oh,
Baked
baby.
potato. Oh my God.
Or even sauteing your vegetables.
I did say it's lunchtime. I did. I remember that, Joe. But this is, But all these herbs, buy them right here at Willey's and grow them at your house.
We've got them cut for you. We've got pots that you can grow your own. I mean, we've got you covered. We've garlic we have as sold, but we also have cloves that you can grow your own garlic. So you can make it as hands-on as you want to be.
When you're talking about herbs, I mean, these are spices that you can, I see people have them in their kitchen year-round, so you can grow. Yeah, so you can grow these year-round and then have always fresh spices, herbs in your kitchen. Girls, I don't know, I can now do butter. I don't know what else I can do, but I can roll butter, boil the water, throw the butter in there, and let it cook. Right?
All
We're in
right.
good shape.
Great deal. Well, you know what, Tim? I think they made up another really great smoothie for you.
Yeah, I want to see this because this is the strawberry one. It's got some color to it. I don't like, the green one was great tasting, but it didn't look real good. So I want one that looks good and tastes good.
It's red. It's got lots of strawberries. I think this one's got some bananas in it,
Yeah,
too.
and say thanks to Gretchen. She
Yes.
always makes us look better.
Thank you, Gretchen.
You're welcome.
As we get ready to wrap things up, Anna, I think it's important we mention everybody. Organic produce, one of the biggest things a lot of people are looking for today, and you got plenty of it.
So many people are so health conscious right now, and we've got everything that they need as far as the organic produce and anything else that they need as well.
Yeah, and it's coming out. It's fresh. When you talk about organic produce, it's just as fresh as the other. It's not treated with all the different things, and a lot of it dealing with the local farmers once again.
That's right, locally grown. Not all locally grown, but we do continue to support the local farmers.
Yeah, and as you come on down through here, because it's important, it's that summertime, and you get different seasons, different things happening. And right now, I know asparagus is hot. I mean, there is no doubt about it. It is there, but we got the asparagus, and as the camera swings around there, strawberries, pineapples. I mean, it's all there.
The blueberries, the local corn, the watermelon, asparagus, the broccoli, and that's local. And
so that's all grown locally. Now, what always amazed me when they're talking about local is he spins around and gets that broccoli. That is some of the biggest, and that's the small stuff right now because it's going to get bigger. I've never seen broccoli grow down here.
oh, it gets huge, absolutely as big as your head.
Yeah, and when you're coming down through here, I want to remind everybody they always have, the freshness all the way down through there. The strawberries look absolutely great right now this time of the year. But as you're coming down through here, there's so much produce and stuff to choose from and everything. But they always have these sample things cut out, and my camera guy loves it. And it's hard for him to keep going because he's always grabbing samples.
Right. Well, you don't want to eat something and buy something that you haven't tried, so they make it so that you can try the grapefruit, the cantaloupe, the pineapple, and the staff here, they work so hard at making everything look great.
Now, I'm going to swing over here because I want to be sure and get all this in because this is not local produce coming in here, but they got the sweet corn, they got your tomatoes, you got your the size of these onions are phenomenal. Now, I mean, and this is the stuff that's coming out this time of the year. It's just all here. Big watermelons, I just love all I'm looking at these tomatoes and they're so fresh looking.
And the Vidalia onions, we don't want to forget about those. And again, they made it look so great, and it's all
here at Willey's Farms. You don't want to forget about it. We didn't have time, but I want to mention the gift department down there. There's a whole department just on gifts and everything else. There's so much more here. The deli up above.
And it's all fresh, and we love to support the local farmers, so there's lots of local produce and fruit.
Yeah, when you're talking about that, this time of the year, it's starting to come in. We were just looking at some earlier. My God, it's already stocked. I can't believe the herbs that are already up and things. I mean, there's just so many things happening right now.
And you have to come more than once a week because there's always something new. There's new arrivals every day.
Yeah, when you're talking about that, let me remind you once again, it's Willey Farms. It's located on Route 13 in between Odessa and Smyrna. So if you're on Route 1, you can jump off on that Odessa exit, get on Route 13. And it took us, once we got off, it's like 30 seconds to get down here, it seemed like. And then 30 seconds up the road, you're getting back on Route 1. So coming or going from the beach, what a great place to stop to stock up on the way to the beach, stock up on the way home. What's coming up next on us?
Well, coming up in June, we've got things coming into the greenhouse. The fairy garden supplies. Our fairy gardens are very big. We've got that for you too. And of course, like you said, lots of the home accents. And if you go to our website and check that out, we keep up to date on what's coming up and what's new. That's willeyfarmsde.com. And when you go there, you can sign up for our monthly newsletter.
Say goodbye, Donna.
Okay. Bye.